All right, it's your boy Hype FoQus, ArtistVibez. We got a special episode, a vibe check. Got my man's NJ Trillz in the building. I'm actually excited for this, man, because you're a new artist. You recently performed on my platform at the ArtistVibez Glow Party experience. How was your experience there?
Bro, listen, that's the first time I hit the stage in a long time. It was great, like a movie to me. Because I used to do vibes in the city and a couple other spots back in the day, but I never really popped. I ain't gonna lie, music was tight trash back then, so wasn't nobody searching for me. I had to work on my craft, so.
All right, so we're gonna get into it, man. We're going to know who NJ Trillz is. So let's start, from the beginning, man. Where you from? Where you get the name NJ Trillz, and when did you start rapping?
Oh, man. So I was originally born in North New Jersey, man. I lived with my uncle and my aunt. They stayed up at the Tiffany Boulevard. We were there for a couple years. Then we moved down to Old Bridge. After Old Bridge, I think Old Bridge around the time I think I left Old Bridge when I left the third grade. So fourth grade, I moved to Virginia. We were in Virginia Beach. Virginia Beach for like a year. Then we moved to Chesapeake. In Chesapeake, we were there for like 3 years in Chesapeake. After that, my uncle got a promotion on his job. They moved them overseas to France. It's crazy, bro. We was in like France for a year, like the south of France, like not the ghetto France. I'm talking about like whatever you see on a postcard of the History Channel. That's it right there.
So how was that experience being in France? And how old were you when?
I just turned 14, so 13 going on 14 leaving, but turned 14 over there.
And you stayed there how long?
Just a year, but it felt like a longer amount of time had passed. Because, when you're going through something new, when you're learning, it's like when you're in the moment, time feels like it stretches longer than it does. But it's hard to believe so many experiences was had over a year. So first half of the year I was there, I didn't know any French at all. I was just kind of reading through signs and trying to Google stuff around, trying to translate things piece by piece, but that's slow learning. So the only way I really could learn for real is if I taught French. So I had to basically, how we make fun of immigrants when they come in and they speak broken English. They was laughing at me because I spoke broken French. I only got a couple words right here and there, but I remember what the important stuff was, like, stoplight, door, hotel, restaurant, things like that, or what you want in the grocery store. Because, you got to talk about what you want to buy because they do things way different, old school style there.
So you lived there for 1 year and you learned at least to pick up a little bit of speaking French. That's pretty
It
impressive.
wasn't a little bit. I was fluent by the time I left. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, man. I guess you had to adapt, you know what I mean? Because everybody's speaking another language.
Ça me faisait 3 ans pour apprendre comment parler.
So what's your nationality?
African American.
Okay, so you're an artist and a producer, right?
Oh, that is correct. I rap and I make beats.
So which came first and why did you decide to do both?
Beat making came first. It's crazy work, right? Because a lot of people start rapping, but I started beat making. I was about 16. So when I was around the time in Canada, when we moved from France to Canada, that's when I started like looking into beat making and stuff, but I never really started. I just kind of watched videos and, looked at YouTube documentaries on different people. And I was just kind of showing interest at first. Now, when we moved from Canada back to Virginia, that is when I actually started. So 17 going on 18, right? 17 going on 18. Got my first Akai machine. My uncle bought it for me. It wasn't the MPC or the Renaissance. It was like some stuff that came preloaded. I started learning the basics from YouTube University on how to basically get this old thing going and making the sounds that I wanted to make. It's a journey, bro. First beat I made was trash. I sampled Miles Davis, So Blue. And I just put like these little corny, like little chunky kicks on it with a terrible hi-hat and a snare. And I thought I just made magic. I really did. Work. It's such crazy work, right? Because I look back on it and I know I put my auntie through hell listening to my trash ass beats and she had to sit there like, yeah, keep going. Because if I had to really say that to a kid, I'd be like, I don't know, young man. You got to go back to the drawing board. I would have been honest, but my auntie loved me. She shielded me, but I already know it's trash. I remember.
So what made you finally say, I'm really doing this music thing?
Taking it serious, like professionally,
Yeah.
that wasn't until my 20s. because right then I was just playing with it because it was an interest, a hobby that I started. But when I noticed I started improving, that's when I started getting a little bit deeper in. So I'm not all the way up there yet. I'm still polishing, quantizing. I'm still polishing a lot of the Melodon, because even though Melodon's trash, it still works up to a certain degree. So I'm trying to look at how each and every individual part about making a beat, basically empty pocket style work.
You're fresh in the game, but you're consistently dropping content.
Yeah,
Why is consistency so important to you?
it's got to be instilled in me from my uncle. My uncle is one of the toughest men I ever met in my life. And I used to try to play him out as corny when I was little because, everybody's admiring the whole, basically the rap stereotype where you got to be loud and all about your business, loud and in the streets and shit. And it's just like, you know what? Real grown men move in silence because the ones that actually got money don't be saying shit. And as I got older, I realized my uncle not corny just because he's still on his grind and he don't mind what people have to say. I'm thinking like, oh, he just lame because he not trying to be cool, act like a dumb kid. But the more I got older and the more I started noticing how he moves, I realized he was a consistent man. Everything he does, even if he's right or wrong with it and he got to do it over, he always gives it 110%. And that usually leads to him learning it faster than most people would. So I was taught, be sturdy, be quiet, and get it done. It sucks because a lot of the times I have like a mental block and there might be weeks on end that I don't finish a beat because I'm constantly trying to twist different instruments piece by piece, flangers, different types of distortion, things like that, messing with the reverb and a lot of the echoes effects, right? So I like to play it at all angles and then try to see what fits and what doesn't. And I might spend just a couple of days tweaking maybe 50 different instruments, trying to like experiment with 100 different ways of doing it. It's tough work.
You've been doing street interviews and you're already connected with people like DJ Taj, Big Seven.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest lesson from those conversations?
I keep hearing the same word all across the board, consistency. Just like I said, I can't just reiterate that. Like, it don't get no better than that. No matter what you do, I hope y'all listening, bro. No matter what you do, stay consistent. I improved in my game because I stay consistent. And I'm still improving to this day. Because to keep it real with y'all, I know my music right now is good, but it's not great. And I'm trying to jump from good to great. But mind you, when I started, I was so fucking buns. So fucking buns. I stayed consistent, kept at it, going up. Even if you get things slower than other people, like some people was beat making masters since they were 17. That wasn't me, bro. Buns from the bottom, on my way up. Consistency will have you jumping levels.
What's one misconception people have about being an independent artist today?
They think they just jump in front of a camera and a microphone, they instantly supposed to go viral. But what they don't see that's off the camera is that a lot of these dudes is consistent. They wake up and do this like it's their job every day, same routine. Do it. What's missing is ethic. People think they just supposed to, oh, hey, big bro, give me a feature. Now that the feature's on there, they think that that's supposed to send them into stardom automatically. It don't work like that. If you made a hot track, then yeah, for sure, having a celebrity helps. But if the track is already buzzed, I don't care if you paid Dave East $12,000 for a feature. Dave East can't save your dumpster fire. He can't. You just adding gasoline in that shit. Because now that he's on it, now he wrecked his name just to try to help you out just for the money. If he co-signing whack niggas, his brand value goes down. You can't throw your dead weight on somebody if he ain't put in the work. Because niggas got to know you able to carry the logs and carry the boats, David Goggins style, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to show that you that before you get extra help.
Facts. Jersey definitely got a lot of talent, loads of talent. What do you think makes you sound, different from everybody else?
The way I approach a beat. So for those who don't know, my musical foundation at first was piano. My auntie threw me in piano lessons, even though I swore I didn't want to do it. But it grew into a skill because it turned out I was kind of good at it. Consistency got me to a level where I might not be playing in bars and clubs, but I could carry a nice tune. You feel me? So even though I had that under my skill set, that's what I used to, propel everything forward. So viola came after. She put me on orchestra next. I wanted to play so many different instruments, band style, but she kept influencing, saying, no, viola, violin, cello, whatever, which one of those? So I picked the viola. It's like a violin, slightly wider, carries a more like, say, an alto tone. So violin, high pitch, mid pitch, viola, then it goes down, cello, bass. Moving on to story. I attack everything like in composition.
We living in
Word.
the age of AI, man.
Yeah.
AI is definitely taking over. It's moving rapidly. You know what I mean? Like the technology is getting crazy. Is AI helping the music industry or is it hurting?
Is greatly helping. It's now easier more than ever to write a decent song. If it has the catalog of every song in existence in its database, it's comparing what you made and making the alterations. You have to take, your creative style and edit that up and tailor it just for you,
Would
right?
you ever use AI to help, write lyrics or make beats or create,
Writing lyrics, hell yeah. Just like niggas be doing their college English homework, nigga, chat GPT that shit. Like, that it lifts a lot of the heavy thinking out of it. Think about it. You have a larger song output if you just create a string of words and then try to fit it towards you. Just basically like jumbling up a box and throwing words on there and seeing what sticks. It helps me. So I would tell a nigga don't do it. If a nigga's doing all of his college homework, getting A's and B's because of chat GPT, nigga get an A and B and rap with chat GPT. Don't let the tool carry you. Let it propel you.
AI generated music should, compete for awards?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no. What's the point?
Is making content becoming more important than making good music?
It just means your music ain't good enough. Because obviously, if you're better at making content, that's what got attention first. You show more promise with the content. You could have showed promise with the music if you propel yourself forward. See, a lot of people is afraid to admit their inconsistencies and their failures. I'm not, because life is an open book, bro. There's no sense in fraud when everybody can see it clearly. I'm not that great right now. I'm good. I know where I'm at, and I'm propelling to get better. So right now, no, music ain't popping. I got to step my game up. It's just that. So if content creation is a lane that's opening for me, I will proceed down that lane, but I'll also keep working in the background to make sure my music goes up. So you could say I'm doing a little bit of everything right now. Music, content creation, building a network of business. That's what I'm on right now.
Artists of today, can they still make it without TikTok, Instagram Reels, or
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts?
Oh yeah. You got to be that good. Let's not forget, people have ears. You don't need to be a chef to know the food tastes like shit. If something instantly catches on, guess what? That person did not instantly just have it. They had to consistently work to get to the level to be able to produce something people instantly like, which is why we keep stressing consistency. I stay consistent. I'm always moving up levels. I'm still growing to this day. And I promise you I'll get bigger than the motherfucking earth. Consistency every day.
Now, is going viral a blessing, or do you think it create too much pressure if you're not ready for
I don't know. I ain't going viral yet. I can't even speak to that.
it? Great answer. What do you think Jersey needs to do to create more nationally recognized artists?
Collaborate. Collaborate. Too many people be hating on too many other people, and they need to stop it. Same answers before. Collaborate more. Let Jersey support Jersey. That's kind of what my movement is. Collaboration is key.
What do you think is more important, consistency or talent?
I personally think that consistency is what breeds talent. You know, talent is a thing when people show aptitude for a skill, whether it's trained or born, right? But I feel a lot of people with born talent waste their opportunities because they're naturally good at that thing. They take for granted because they feel like, well, I could do it anytime. I could be great tomorrow. No, anybody can be good. Consistency is what breeds greatness. So you can't have one without the other, you know?
What separates a good performer from a great performer?
Well, the image of greatness that I'd like to achieve is one that engages the crowd well, one that would, I'd say, knows how to use certain hype techniques. You know, either they got backup dancers, maybe a band or some type of gimmick like pyrotechnics they added to their performance, right? They take time to understand what the crowd wants to see and what really captures their attention. It feels like it was made for them. See what I'm saying? They want the red carpet treatment. So you got to treat everybody as if you got to roll out the red carpet treatment, because how would you want them to roll the red carpet out for you? You can't ask for reverence and then not give reverence to others, to those that achieve.
Would you rather collaborate with your favorite artists or produce for them?
It depends. Which one's gonna get me paid faster?
So, how would you describe your music?
I say it's an orchestra-based trap beat. Sometimes orchestra-based drill, sometimes orchestra-based R&B, sometimes orchestra-based Jersey club, because piano and orchestra is my foundation, as I told you earlier. That's how I attack everything. How can I make this synth sound like a symphony? How can I make this harp carry the bass? How do you mix those sound waves together in order to make it appealing to ears? So I like a lot of EDM music. If you don't know that, I like a lot of music genres, but EDM, house music, alternative house, things like that. As far as rap goes, old school, new school, I love it all. I use many different influences on things that I've learned and listened to over the years. So I guess whatever makes me bop my head, I know they're gonna bop their head too, because I know good music. So, you know, that's how it goes.
All right, so what you got in store for us, man? What's next? What should we be looking out for?
I'm trying to compile a track list of Jersey Club style songs. Like I said before, trying different styles with it. You know, they rapping on Jersey Club now. Anybody could do that, but I'm trying to see if I can make like a pop R&B hit with Jersey influence style background. You feel me? Not exactly a club thump beat, but how can you flip that sound and make something new? Like, think about it. We haven't even gone deeper down the rabbit hole yet. Every genre has like a million subgenres. There's a lot of money to dig out the ground for this, bro.
Right.
So I'm trying to see how far I can push it, because then it works with the Jersey brand.
If you're introducing somebody to your music, what song should they listen to first?
I'm gonna sound biased on this one, but Nobody. Nobody is one of my favorite tracks I made, because I ain't gonna lie, I was talking about somebody, but I ain't name dropping, you heard? So, shorty I used to deal with, things with South. That's what I'm gonna say.
So, what's one thing that people don't know about you that might be surprised to know?
I'm actually a pretty chill guy. People just look at me and assume that whatever they assume, I guess, but whatever the rumors are, let me put that to bed. I'm a real nigga, bro. Just get with me. I move a little bit different than others, but I'm a real nigga.
Any projects?
Yeah, the Jiggy tape. You know, it's crazy because my cousin Breon, right? I think your peoples know her.
That's right. Shout out to Breon.
Yeah, shout out to Breon. The Jiggy tape was funny because I told Breon the idea of the name of the tape, right? And she was like, why you called it the Jiggy tape? Because I mean, everybody gets jiggy, so just boom, it sticks in your head and it's easy to remember. It sounds dumb, but that's what gets you to remember it. So the same track list of songs I was talking about, that's what's gonna go on there. Just not all gonna be like Jersey Club, maybe some regular R&B records, maybe some regular like, you know, I say chill type stuff, like house maybe. I have a couple house tracks, but I'm sure if they make the cut for the vibe I'm going for, you know. So the Jiggy tape, I'm trying to drop it by like I say August 15th, but we'll see how it goes.
What are your goals in this music business? Where do you see yourself in, 5 years, 10 years?
Going as high as I can. I can't say CEO executive, you know. I can't say maybe A&R or whatever, or some type of seminar guy. I'm not sure which lane I'm gonna end up in either way. Maybe I could be a high school teacher, but for all I know is as far as I could push it to keep lifting up levels and keep raking in more money, I'm gonna go as far as it needs to go. So my plan is to get as high as I possibly can, get all the bread I can, fade out in the background, mind my business. That's my goal. My goal is peace. Other people want to keep on endlessly competing. I'm good to compete for any type of thing that my goals are related to. But like just competing to compete because you have all that energy, I don't got that, bro. I pop out for the mission and I'm in the cut.
Anything you want to leave the people with? What's next? You know what I mean? What should we be paying attention to? And talk to us, man. What you want to leave us with?
Never let nobody tell you you can't do it. That's the hardest thing that people got to get over. Because most of the time when you hear from family, and that's what be making people quit. But I feel like they too soft-hearted. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand that if that's really the thing you want and your heart desires it, you better get up off your ass and chase it. You know what I'm saying? My ultimate goal is to leave some type of mark on this earth. You know, it's a lot of great inventors that didn't set to leave a mark on this earth, but they did. So if we have all this greatness popping up and it's proven it's consistent hard work, go for it. Get off your ass. If you got to go with the starter pack, go with the starter pack. If you got it to have everything right there set up, then do that. Whatever path you got, use that. If you put zero effort towards any of your goals, you are a fucking bum. Straight up. Like, you are a fucking bum. You want something? Go get it. Off your ass. Chase it. You know what I'm saying? I work mad different jobs at different times just so I can have money in my pocket so I could keep on getting stuff that I need to make stuff happen. Right? Even though I had the starter pack, came up a little more. I use Machine Micro Mark III, you know what I'm saying? Logic Pro on the MacBook. You know, I'm upgrading my repertoire. A little bit of it more expensive auto-tune, a couple of other EQs and things like that. So I'm investing in myself to better my craft so I can have the tools necessary to win, right? A lot of people just go into stuff head first and they don't plan it. But, you know, as my auntie told me, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Get up, get after it, and stay consistent. With enough discipline, anything is possible, bro.
I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah,
let the people know where they can find you at, where they can tap in with you, where they can follow you at.
yeah. Primarily right now I'm on Instagram, so get me at NJ Trillz. That's NJTRILLZ 973. That's on Instagram. Get at me, bro.
All right, brother. I appreciate you coming through, man. Listen, make sure you follow this brother and stay tuned because he's been moving. I've been seeing you on Instagram, and you've been putting in a lot of work since I've seen you first started posting consistently till now, and I see the consistency. So I already know you got the keys to success. You just got to keep doing what you're doing, brother. So I'm gonna be paying attention, and hopefully we can talk again in a few months and see where we at with it. You know what I mean? But it's your boy Hype FoQus, ArtistVibez. It's been another vibe check with your guy NJ Trillz. We out. Make sure you follow us on Instagram, ArtistVibez, and we out.